Columbia tape because they were there when White got the football. He had no chance. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Also had a tackle in there, Boems, who beat the block on the trap play and just crushed him. White couldn't get any momentum.
3rd and 9 for the Blue Devils. Baird. They throw it to Baird wide at the 45 of Gallatin, and the Blue Devils will have to kick it away. So Lebanon with a great break, and they do nothing with it. So that's twice the Blue Devils have had great field position and not been able to capitalize. Right before the first half, had a chance to come up with a score and failed to get it. Failed to get the first down at the 11 of Gallatin, and now the Blue Devils will have to punt it away again. And back there is the very dangerous Parker, who has probably a lot more speed than anybody on the field. Here's the kick. Long end over end. Parker going to take it. Coming to the near side. Needs a block. Lebanon hits him and hits him hard as he crosses the 20 out to the 25-yard line. And the Blue Devils climb under there.
Dillard downfield first to make initial contact on the return man for Gallatin. Parker. Terry, what about the kick and return?
Timing the kick by Schaefer, good for 34 yards. Parker returns at 8 to the Gallatin 25.
And Alan Sawyers, the talented tailback for Gallatin, still over here getting that right ankle looked at. He has not been back on the field since leaving late in that first quarter.
That's a good point, and I hadn't noticed it until then, but you're right. He hadn't been back in. Gallatin 1st and 10 from their own 25. Baker, the quarterback. Baker hands off, second man through, broke a tackle, breaks another, gets outside the 30, 31, 32, all the way to the 34-yard line. Jacques Williams carries it to the 34 and gains about 8 on the play. Matter of fact, he got 9 on the carry. It'll be 2nd down and a yard for the Wave.
A couple of guys with Wilson County connections on that Gallatin coaching staff. Harris Jacobs, former coach at Mount Juliet, former head coach at Castle Heights Military Academy, coaches the defensive side of the ball for the Green Wave. And Greg Mantooth, former head coach at Mount Juliet, is over here as the offensive line coach.
Baker sets him down. 2nd and 1. Lebanon almost jumped. They give it to Williams, and he dives for the first down out over the 35 to the 36 to the 37-yard line. Jacques Williams just put his head down and dove through a hole that closed quickly, but picks up the first down for Gallatin. Green Wave on the move. This started at the Gallatin 25. They moved out to the 36-yard line.
Maurice Dobson in at free safety for Lebanon. Langford and Dobson are the safeties. The corners, Baird and Andre Logue.
Baker sets the ball club. Handoff in the middle there to Williams again, running hard, plows over the 40 to the 41-yard line. Blue Devils had a hand on him, but still he gets good yardage. Going to pick up about 4 on the carry. It'll bring up 2nd down and 6. 2nd and 6.
Substitution for Lebanon, Josh Goolsby comes in at a down lineman position. John Miller goes out of the game for the Blue Devils.
Gallatin looking at 2nd and 6. Baker, the quarterback. Jacques Williams is the fullback. And they sweep it to the near side and give it to the speedster Parker, and he don't get much, about a yard. Not a lot more than that, Parker. They run to the short side of the field, and Lebanon jammed that up good. Langford and coming out of the bottom of the pile in there to help make the jam with Lebanon's Brandon Martin. Over there to play that well, Tommy.
Clyde, they're trying to run the sweep to the near side of the field, to the short side, and Lebanon with a good flow to the football. Brandon Beefy Martin, the linebacker, and Langford, who has just been a hammer out there tonight from that strong safety position, stuck his face mask right into the pile.
Okay, Gallatin with a 3rd and a long 4 for the Wave. Lebanon trying to hold them here at the 43-yard line of Gallatin. They hand it in the middle to, the quarterback going to keep it, coming to the near side. Blue Devils have got him. Logue gets Parker for a loss back at the 41. Andre Logue playing it good along with Trice, the linebacker, and they slap him out of bounds back at the 41, and they lose 2 trying to get it to the speedster to the short side of the field.
The defensive unit has held once again. Gallatin goes into punt formation. One safety deep for Lebanon, Ross, as Lebanon bunching folks at the line of scrimmage.
And back to do the kicking is Kenyon. Here's the snap. Kenyon's got time, gets it out of there. Beautiful rocket. Ross with it at the 10. Tries to come to the near side, slides outside. Ross at the 20 and out of bounds at about the 20.5-yard line. Antoine Ross returns it about 10. Nothing down there but green shirts. He had nowhere to go, just turned on the speed and outran one of them and got to the corner and got it to the 21.
Lebanon bunched 10 players at the line of scrimmage trying to go for the block. Terry, the kick and return.
Tommy, the kick by Kenyon, a boomer, 44 yards. Ross returns it 10 yards. Lebanon going to start at their 20.
37 seconds remaining in the third period. It was 7-6 Gallatin at the half. It's 7-6 Gallatin now. Blue Devils will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Length of the football outside the Lebanon 20. Lannon sets him down. Toss sweep right side to Ross. Ross finds a hole. Gets out to the 23, to the 24-yard line. Antoine Ross makes the 24. Gain of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Blue Devils. That clock didn't move, did it?
No, we're going to get another play here in the third period, and now the officials telling the guys to start the clock on the near sideline. So Lebanon going to get one more snap here in the third.
And it's 2nd down and 6 for the Blue Devils after a 4-yard gain by Antoine Ross. Ross remains in at tailback. White's the fullback. Jones and Defendahl are the wideouts. Neighbors the tight end. Lannon the quarterback. And Lannon goes back, wants to throw. Fires long. Defendahl is there. And almost intercepted. Gallatin had Tony Jones get his hands all over it at the Lebanon 45 after Defendahl fell down trying to run up Jones's back, I think, and they got feet tangled up over there. The pass is incomplete. There's 6.2 seconds. We'll get another third quarter play. 2nd down and 6 for the Blue.
John, as they try to hit the home run up the sideline, Defendahl locked in man coverage.
He was, Tommy. Better than that, Justin Jones traveling down the other side of the field, wide open. Nobody within 10, 15 yards of him. So we picked the wrong receiver that time. Defendahl tried to outrun the fleet-footed cornerback for Gallatin. Couldn't do it. Ball was a little overthrown. The only one who could catch that ball that time was Tony Jones of Gallatin.
Schaefer and Jones now the wideout, and Lannon back to throw again. Fires it. Screen pass underneath. Schaefer's got it. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. Got one man to beat. He beats him. 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Kyle Schaefer.
They ran the Miami screen. Nobody was in center field for Gallatin. They ran Schaefer back in the middle on the Miami screen pass. And, folks, it is off to the races. Touchdown. Perhaps Lebanon's longest play from scrimmage in this 2000 season on the last play of the third period. And how big was it? The clock operator did not start the clock.
On 3rd down a moment ago.
We got a couple of extra plays. This is outstanding. Lebanon has taken a 12-7 lead. John, we're going to leave it up here because Lebanon obviously will go for the two-pointer.
Lebanon will go for 2. They send Landon Baird to the near side. To the far side is Defendahl. 12-7, Lebanon leads. Underneath, Lannon. Lannon rolls. Lannon looks. He's heading for the corner. Lannon is in for the 2, and the Blue Devils take a 14-7 lead. Lannon on a quarterback rollout all the way. Gets enough of block from Landon Baird out there to keep the cornerback off him and turns in and scores for the Blue.
We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Blue Devil football on FM 98.9.
Hitting the home run as Chad Lanning hits Kyle Schaefer. 76-yard touchdown pass reception. Lanning runs in the 2-point conversion. So at the end of 3 quarters, it's now 11-14, Gallatin 7.
Blue Devils will kick it away. And here's the kick. Short, coming to the near side, going to be taken by the up man at the 25. Heading to the near side is Williams. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Knocked out of bounds at the Gallatin, or at the Lebanon 49-yard line where he stepped out. He was knocked out, really knocked out down at the 41, but they say he stepped out back at the 49. They will have the football at the Lebanon 49-yard line. Now they're going to move it Well, I thought he's going to put it at the 48. Now he will put it at the 49, where the guy stands on the side. Blue Devils have taken a 14-7 lead. There's 11:55 remaining in the football game here in Gallatin.
Harrison Haynes in at the nose for the Blue Devils.
Gallatin with Baker. Now they go with two wideouts, and the lone running back is Jaquez Williams. Motion coming to the near side. Toss sweep to Williams. Here's a double reverse to Parker. Heading for the far side, 50. 45, trying to outrun Lebanon, heads for the far side, and Lebanon will drag him down. Andre Logue saved a touchdown across the way. Finally got a hand on his collar as he crosses the Lebanon 35 all the way down to the 32-yard line of the Blue Devils. They'll put it at the 33. It'll be 1st and 10 now for Gallatin as they spread the Blue Devils out and get the speed of Parker into the ball game.
John, Logue did a great job of giving ground.
He did, Tommy. We had two Blue Devils over there ready to make the tackle. The speed of Edward Parker is unbelievable. He turned on the afterburners, got over to the corner. I thought he was coming right at me.
1st and 10 Gallatin at the Lebanon 33. Motion again coming to the near side. Toss sweep to the near side is Williams. They've got Williams behind the line all the way back to the 38-yard line. Williams on a 4-yard loss, bottom of the pile. Number 2 for the Blue Devils, Landon Baird. He had help. There was a couple of more white shirts over there, but Baird got up out of the bottom of the pile. 26 was there for the Blue Devils. That's Jesse Lee Dillard. And they'll spot it outside the Lebanon 37, a loss of 6 yards. And it will be 2nd down and 16 now for Gallatin at the Lebanon 37. Baker sets his ball club. Power I. And Baker up the middle, draw play to the big fullback, and there to make the stop for the Blue Devils on a great play, wasn't fooled, was John Miller, a 6'1", 203-pound senior. Got him shy of the 35 for less than a 2-yard gain, and it's 3rd down and 13 now for the Wave at the Lebanon 35.
This is how you want Gallatin in the 3rd down and long situation. Clyde, they're a running football team. They will throw it when they have to. You want to make them throw it. They go with the twin receivers to the far side.
They've thrown it once tonight, completed it for a 1-yard loss. Baker with motion out of the tight end. Baker rolls, wants to throw. Pressure on by Lebanon. Fires to his tight end, far side. Blue Devils have him. He's not going to make the first down marker. He crosses the 30, crosses the 25 to the 24. But it's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 2 for Gallatin. And you got a feeling they're definitely going to go for it here. They've got nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose. Nick Lester, they ran him in motion, and he's coming out, Clyde. He went down hard on that shoulder. They're having to replace him with a backup tight end. Going in to play tight end is Eric Reed, a junior.
Boy, he's a hoss. He's something else, Reed is.
Baker made the catch, and now he's out of the game.
Gallatin with a 4th and 2. Long 2. Baker sets his ball club, and they give it to Williams. Toss sweep to Parker. He's got the first down. Faked in the middle to Williams. Great play by Gallatin. Sure had me fooled up here. They faked it in the middle to Jaquez Williams. They stopped him in a hurry. And again, Gallatin pulls Lebanon in and goes wide, this time again with the speed of Parker, and he gets the first down at the Lebanon 19.
John, Baker's a pretty good option quarterback.
He showed it the time, Tommy. Pitched it at the last minute. Got it to the fleet-footed tailback, Edward Parker. Picks up the first down.
Parker split left now. Tony Jones right. The lone running back is Williams. And they hand it to Williams, and he squirts up through the middle, and Lebanon will hit him at the 15, and he'll drag a Blue Devil all the way down to the 12-yard line. Jaquez Williams is going to make it 2nd down and 3 now after a 7-yard burst. Blue Devils had the lead. They've still got it, but Gallatin is knocking on the Blue Devil door with 8:40 remaining in the football game. Double wide out set for Gallatin. Williams again the lone setback. Baker the quarterback underneath. And Baker again hands it to Williams, and he's hit and dropped. He may have made the 10. Big Jonathan Forrest there. Kyle Schaefer's there. Langford is there. And big number 57 for the Blue Devils.